a chat. Yes, we are back. Back again. There are some slight changes we will get into in the session, but otherwise, welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you here. It is time to undeafen. How is everyone?
Doing alright, doing alright.
All right.
Very
Are we all ready for the session?
Ret to go.
All right.
vibrates
I-
excitedly.
I did not mean to full screen. All right. Last time on Tipping the Scales, the party ventured out into the deserts, found a new grove tender, helped some local problems be sorted out before returning to the Mother's Trees. Upon coming there, they met a few other dragon lords and even the dragon mothers themselves, who bestowed a reward upon the party. Given the choice, the party chose to give the reward to Mina in the form of a warhammer charged with lightning by the destroyer herself. The session then ended on the entrance of a great dragon, larger than the others, with mirror shine scales, as she comes down. Well then, everyone, we must thank these brave heroes who freed this sacred place for us. Minathara, Jared, Tashin, and Sona. Oh, I do apologize, Emi. Brave. Yep.
Scowl at that.
Brave mortals.
Ever is also scowling.
Brave mortals, I would like you to meet my fellow dragon lords. The perpetual siphon, the unending storm, the gilded wave, and myself, the serpent of doubt.
Mina
other-
will give an appropriate bow.
The other dragon lords also bow to her.
Jared follows.
Bows, but is still glaring.
For a little bit, Ini eventually will slowly bow.
Oh, thank you all for the kind respect. However, I'm not one such as. And she gives a look over to the northwest. You all do not owe me anything. And I shall wait my turn, as I was the one who arrived here last. The energy dragon speaks up. Well, this is something I was not expecting. But yes, thank you, mortals. It was a great help you did. Many of us would reward you if, and she looks at the hammer that you have, Mina, if our mothers did not do it themselves.
Mina nods. She's not going to question anything right now.
Do you have any business here, or...
As far as I am aware, we were about to depart.
The water dragon will speak up. Oh, you're about to depart. I would like to get a chance in before you leave. I could always use more crew at my disposal, and I can pay quite handsomely.
What would the task be?
Oh, merely raiding every now and then. Supply ships. Eragoreos is... They're often coming through the Golden Sea. Turns quite a profit.
Ini's eyes kind of glimmer a bit. I mean, if we're in the area, I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Well, my lands are to the south. For context, I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to see the ping because math is gigantic. The Golden Sea is this area to basically beneath the eastern half of the mountain range that splits the continent.
So a ways away.
Yes.
I'm sure our travels will take us down there eventually.
The position I offer is more on a permanent basis, but if you ever want to do some freelance work, I will not be opposed to letting you alone.
The offer is greatly appreciated. Ini will give another bow.
I think at this point, all the Dragon Lords who, like I have something in mind that for them to say have said their piece, and I will leave it to the party. Does anyone want to have any scenes before you head out?
No, I think Mina's good.
All right.
Nini's good.
Ember's just very like visibly not okay right now. So and I think he's if business is wrapping up, he's just gonna like walk away for a bit because he is not happy with what the serpent just said, or what the serpent said. So
Jared definitely takes note of that.
Mina does as well, but she intends to speak with Ember when he has calmed down. Make sure he's okay.
Mhm. And it's the biggest thing that would be going on with Jared right now, even though he doesn't say anything, you can kind of see where his thoughts are going as he observes the energy dragon, the perpetual siphon, and just seeing how the light itself seems to be absorbed by her scales. And it's just, I wonder if I could. It's kind of like the idea of absorbing more, to gather more, to be more. It's just ideas turning in his head that there's no way he would ask, because that's probably not a thing that can be taught, but it's very obvious to see where his mind is going since people have been with him long enough.
All right. I know off camera between sessions we had a discussion of where the party's going. I just want to prompt the in-character discussion for that, if it's fine.
Of course.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So where
Alright.
to next?
That's a wonderful question.
Seems
My-
pretty gung ho. So, anywhere in mind? Looking over
Jared just-
to Mina.
I would love to get more information on how to increase my new weapon's power. It's a weapon of destruction, so there's no reason why this would be the only form it could take.
That would indeed be quite the quite the objective to look into. Quite the proper word escapes me. However, I
Common is
agree
difficult,
that
I understand.
yes. In any case, I believe the same. More knowledge can always be a help. Knowledge is indeed its own power after all, and to learn more would be greatly beneficial. Perhaps I could even learn something to better myself in some way. Who knows?
Sounds like we should head to a library or some sort of school then. Trying to look for information.
Library would likely be a more reasonable find.
Yeah. Alright, then. Any clue on which direction we should head then?
Would Mina actually know where to go?
I would say that would be a history check.
Alright, let's see if Mina has any clue whatsoever. No. She definitely does not.
Oh, no. You could burn a resolve to reroll?
No, I think she would actually. I probably should have
Sure.
chosen to fail, because while she is about learning and changing, she wouldn't necessarily have paid attention to where things are.
All right.
Gotcha.
Well, once Ember's settled, we could check with him, or ask about. See, maybe someone else knows.
Someone will definitely know. Once again, I suggest one of our more personable members be the one to try and find that information.
I can attempt. Should we start? Well, rephrase that. Should we wait for Ember to be calm before we head out, or should we just tell him that we're leaving and
We should wait
leave
for
that
Ember to
for
calm
June?
down.
All right.
Don't want to make a decision for him and have it cause problems in the future.
Right. Of course.
Wandered off like too far. Like he is still like visible to the rest of the party. So
Yeah, just an out of earshot discussion. Just, hey, should
Yeah.
we let him be? Should we go now? What are thoughts? Should
If it takes a little bit longer, I will go check on him.
All right.
that
I
honestly
believe that would be best.
does anyone just want to roll an insight check just to
Yeah, sure.
for Ember?
All right.
Why the heck not?
Dirty 20.
Nice. 14.
Okay, so
Fine.
it's very the vibe y'all get is very much it's like something's bothering him and he's sitting over there because he doesn't think anyone else like cares enough to ask him, so it's just very much like I am isolating because like I don't think these people care about my problems.
Ooh.
So
Mm.
I know that feel, but yeah, Mina is going to notice that and walk over. Are you
Okay.
alright?
yeah, it's just sitting down with Ginger and it's just like between finding out I have a sister and being reminded of certain things, not really, but I'll be fine.
If you want to talk, let me know. Mina's not gonna push.
Mhm.
That's change can be gradual.
Thank you.
Hmm?
Any ideas where we're going next?
We are
Or
going
y'all
to be
decide to
looking-
leave without me?
We weren't going to leave without you, but we did discuss about where to go next, and we have currently settled on a library, if we can find one.
The Elven capital is libraries. I'm from there.
As a note, I dug up my world info. I had already named it Teakta. I will drop the
Alright.
spelling in chat.
Okay.
Yep.
I made that note like
Mm.
years ago. I completely forgot it.
Mhm. But yeah. So, gonna say that, and it's like, I should probably catch up on some personal stuff anyway. But if we can get some research in, then it'll be worth it for the rest of you, not just
Yeah.
my silly little problems.
Everyone has their own problems. Some are more upfront than others at times. It's not a problem. Overall, you know what I mean.
Just, it's... a lot of it's just on me, and... And,
And
Uh,
you will deal with it and grow from it.
okay. And, another thing, it's just Ember, don't call me Tashin like other people decide to do. That's very complicated.
I wasn't going to call you anything you didn't want to be called. You are Ember because you are Ember.
Thank you. I think at this point he'll walk back to the rest of the group.
And
So-
Mino will come with.
Are you well?
Yeah, just are we able to leave present company? And noting the giant silver dragon who called him something he didn't want to be called.
Of course.
Yes, we
As soon as
believe-
everyone's ready.
Yeah, I'll get here.
Yeah. Scoops up Ginger, puts her in his bag.
Happy dog face being in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, be cute.
But yeah, no, we'll pass on. What is it about? The Elvish capital. I'm. Oh, yeah. How is it pronounced again?
Teakta.
Tiakta. Okay. We'll point out going to Tiakta as he's from there and can point to some of the libraries.
All right. With that, venture. As has been notable through the episode so far, the map's a lot bigger. Because things were so close that we weren't getting to actually use the venture mechanics. So I made the map bigger. 5 times bigger to be precise. Anyway, yeah. You guys know the drill. What is your travel pace?
From where we are, where are we heading approximately?
You are heading here. If you cannot see the ping, it is the city on the south end of the big lake with the circle above it.
This one.
All right,
Yes.
not too far then.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 20 days.
2 days.
So 2 weeks.
All right.
I feel like a normal pace because we're not currently under a time crunch.
Mhm.
Nothing
can go
that
faster
must
if
be
people
done
would want.
expeditiously.
Alright, so sounds like normal pace.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Alright. Is anyone doing any travel actions?
I can try to make another health potion.
Alright.
Might as well.
Yep. Dexterity. Check.
All right.
And I guess Eni will look for information.
14.
14. Success. D3. Or
You're...
actually, because these are changing, we'll say that per venture you can make one potion, or per venture roll you can make one potion.
Okay. So I have one potion, and I'm gonna have Ever like keep it for him. Keep this one for himself. So
Fair.
Perfectly fine.
And
Mhm.
Eni, you are gathering information.
Yep.
Right. Charisma check.
Gotcha.
I'll assist.
All right.
Should I roll my own separately, or okay?
Eni passes it at advantage.
Either way, it's fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you guys get to
Take care.
You guys get to re-roll the complication die. I will, because the complication's more on my end from now on. I'll roll the complication die. 4,
Alright.
no complication. All right. Right. Now it is time to roll the travel die, which is a d6 at this pace.
I've been rolling it a lot. Someone else do it.
All right. 5.
5.
Nice.
1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After a few days on the road, you eventually come to, on your path, you find a few, druids, adventuring out. There's 3 of them specifically. All of them lizard folk. And they're just going around and observing the area. You notice one of them at one point casts a spell on the plants around, and then they notice you. Ah, greetings, fellow travelers. How goes things?
They go
They're
well
going
enough.
Fine.
Excellent.
And how about for you?
We are just trying to tend to the land here. But they go as well as they can.
Understandable, considering how we
travels.
are. Go on.
Go on. You're
No,
in the
you.
middle of your sentence.
Considering how we're very near a desert, I can imagine how difficult that may be.
The desert is a part of nature. We do not regret it. Not
That
to
is
mention-
true.
Not to mention here we are
Yeah.
closer to the dry lands and the cliffs than the desert.
That is true, but the point still stands. I can't imagine that maintaining this area would be difficult with harsher conditions being relatively close.
The conditions are irrelevant. What we seek to maintain the land from is corruption outside of nature's influence.
I see. I misinterpreted what you meant then.
Indeed. We must be wary of it.
Of course.
What is everyone's passive perceptions?
Passive perception is 15.
15.
Man.
12.
15.
I would say people with passive perception 15 and above. There's the spell that was cast on the ground. Part of it seems like a healing restoration spell, but there's a small sigil that stays on the ground for just a little bit too long before fading. It may have been
Can
part
I
of.
do magic awareness?
Yeah, you can.
Do it, do it, do it.
Yeah.
Does magic awareness tell you the school of magic?
Yes, it does.
There's slight conjuration elements to the sigil. A slight conjuration and divination elements.
Would Mina have been able to read the sigil since she saw it?
She could it. I would say it disappeared too quickly for you to read it.
But I will pass on the information to Mina, since she noticed it too.
She'll nod but not do anything because, well, she doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And while she'd like to learn, they have a goal.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, indeed.
A pleasure to meet you. We will be on our way now.
Very
As
well.
will we.
Safe travels, friends.
To you as well. All right. Brain, just complete brain fart. All right. Second venture roll. Same pace.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yep.
Is anyone going to attempt any venture actions?
I'm just gonna try to make another potion because I'd like to give each party member has a potion they can have if they need it.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep doing that until everyone has at least one.
I think Mina would like to forage to try and get some things to cook with.
All right. That would be a wisdom check. Yeah, wisdom makes sense for that.
So very close to a nat 20, but it's a 19.
All right, 19 is still a success. You get supplies. You get some
And
berries, some herbs. Yeah.
Okay. And is a 12 enough to make a potion?
Yep, it's only DC 10.
Okay. Oh yeah. Also, we should roll the venture die.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Uh,
Okay.
yes.
Anyone else gonna do anything?
Nah, Jared won't.
Right.
Nothing on my end. Oh,
Mina's
sorry,
done
I had
her
to step
thing.
away for a second.
Complication. Since no one is gathering information.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me check. Let me pull up the complication table. Where is it? I scrolled away from it. Damn it. Yep, D10.
And the venture die? Or are we doing that later?
Let's see what the complication is.
Okay.
Ooh. You get delayed, so you only go half as far in the same roll.
Okay. I'll I'll roll it just for fun. Well, I rolled a 6, so we go 3.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Yeah. Brain farting a lot today. Getting back into the swing of things after a Disney trip.
These things happen.
Yeah. So
I
yeah.
may have actually run into my sister because she was at Disney yesterday.
I actually wasn't there yesterday.
Hmm.
But yeah. So as you all venture along the way, you eventually come to a spot where you're finding a lot of statues, but they're a bit too realistic. Way
Oh,
too
no.
realistic.
Oh
And
no.
I'll say everyone's caution around this area is what delays you, as you're concerned for what is causing this. And eventually, feel free to drag your tokens onto the map.
Fine.
Any specific area or just somewhere?
Just somewhere.
All right.
His axe up. He's
I won't
preparing
look-
for stuff to go down.
There we go.
Eventually,
Uh,
you will
Quick
find.
question.
Yes.
It will probably not matter. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter at all.
There it is.
But
Oh,
I was going to ask.
I gotta shrink it down because when importing images.
Yeah. I was going to ask if there could be something I could roll to figure out, okay, it's very obvious that these statues were people. What things can do this? Just like general roll based on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say before you see the thing, you can definitely try and roll.
Would that be Arcana, History?
Either one works. Or
If it's
Alright.
nature.
an Arcana, if it's an Arcana roll, could I assist?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So
So
we're both just racking our brains.
yeah. Should I do advantage or do you want to roll separately?
DM, what do you think?
I will leave that up to the players.
Okay.
Okay.
So my
I have a
my
+2
Arcana is
roll.
plus. Okay, I have a +3, so
Yeah, you can do it with advantage.
Eni has a +4.
okay. I got a dirty 19 though.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right. Never mind.
Yeah. Petrification here, there's not many creatures. You're also noticing how they're petrified, and it doesn't seem to be instantaneously like a Gorgon or something like that. It seemed like it was more of a struggle. And that leads you to think,
Oh, it's terrifying.
yeah, that leads you to think cockatrice. And lo and behold, you eventually come across the cockatrice.
Culprit.
Sorry?
Oh, Eber just says to the rest of the group, I think we found our culprit, guys.
Yeah, but hasn't noticed
Alright.
us.
Stealth check for everyone.
High disadvantage. 11.
Oh, no!
That's way better than I thought it was going to be.
8.
I rolled a nat 1.
Well, it rolled
I
an
guess
18, which is higher than even Edie's stealth.
Yeah, it also makes sense with Ember yelling.
Right.
So it's going to charge forward. And that
yeah, I
Anything
have a
thing's
weapons
bad at
warning.
being smart.
Well,
And-
it certainly has now.
and this is when we drop into tempo.
All right.
I'm a rage.
Jared does
Uh,
get his movement or bonus action from reflavoring of how Weapon of Warning works.
Yep. And I am immediately going to how far is this thing from me? 35 feet, so that's perfect. I will simply move 30 feet to get closer.
All right. Don't mind me. I'm just getting the battle music ready. All right. Now turns.
All right.
Rolled a 3 on the Wild Surge table, which I believe means we get a little friend.
We get a friend?
When?
Friend?
Uh,
Friend?
So okay, one second. I need you distance. Oh dang it! It's too far. Okay, let me look at the description again.
You
Okay, so-
can move up before raging. I'll allow that.
Okay. I'll get within 30 feet. And then rage. So I'll just get like over there. And then so I said we get a little friend is so the description is that we with this I get an intangible sprite which resembles either Flumper, a pixie. I'm going with Flump.
And you can
I-
also choose whatever the heck form you want for this spirit. Go ahead, go wild.
Yeah. What if it just looks like Ginger? What if it's just a little floating Ginger? Okay, so you see a little floating dog, next to the cockatrice. And then... Okay, and so it says... So the description is, at the end of the current turn, it explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dex save or take 1d6 force damage, and I can free summon it as a bonus action for each of my turns. I guess the end of my turn, could I do it for its like I choose either the end of the before or the end of the after for it to go off? Okay, so I'll have it go off the end of the before. So that is bonus action, and since the cockatrice is more than 30 feet away from me, I'm gonna throw my axe at it. I'm gonna throw one of my hand axes at it, and I'm gonna reckless it because why not? Does a 21 hit?
I'm pretty sure that should. Let me double check.
I think it might.
I think it might.
Chance.
Yeah.
One.
All right. And 9 slashing damage.
9. All right.
Nice.
And the sprite explodes, so it needs to make. So I'll have it explode now. And it needs to make a dex save DC 14.
Alrighty. It does not have proficiency in any saves, so this is a +1. $14.
Oh, just makes it. Okay. It, like, just ducks out of the way.
Oh,
It gets hit by the axe, is falling backwards towards the spirit, and kind of rolls and catches itself before the spirit explodes.
All right.
Mina will also act now.
All right.
Going to go 5, 10, 15,
You gonna bonk?
25, 30. Out of range for Bonk, however, she does have the Sacred Flame cantrip, so it needs to make a
Yeah.
DC 15 Dex save.
17.
Right, Sacred Flame does not work.
This thing's a fast little bugger.
She will sigh and
And-
draw her Gift of the Destroyer and get ready for Bonk next turn.
mhm. Jared's gonna move over, then use Booming Blade in conjunction with his Great Sword.
All right.
18 to hit.
That'll do it.
So it does 10 slashing damage, and if it decides to move, then 1d8 thunder.
Is Eni going to move?
Yeah, Eni will move. He's gonna go right here, just kind of positioning herself where she can visibly see the cockatrice. And that'll be that.
All right. Cockatrice turn. Makes an attack. Poke at Jared's leg for 16.
16 just hits. Well, that is my AC.
All right, so it pokes through it gets its beak through your armor.
Ugh.
And 3 piercing damage. And I need a constitution saving throw.
All right, con save. Please be decent. Nope, 9.
9.
Well,
Jared, you are restrained as you feel your body get more sluggish and hard to move. I think it's gonna risk it. 5. So it takes the booming blade damage.
Yeah, so I'll roll that d8. 3 thunder.
3. All right.
And would I be able to make an opportunity attack against it?
Yes, you would. Disadvantage from restrained.
Understandable. But still decent. 14.
14 does hit it.
Nice. For an additional 14 slashing.
And it is going to fly. Stop it. About here. And that'll be its move.
Did it land after flying, or is it still in the air?
It's still in the air.
How high up?
I'd say about 10 feet now.
Alright, so can't bonk it.
alright, are we in the after now?
Yep.
Alright, Eni looking over, just kind of grins. Where are you going, Turkey? We're having a blast. And she'll, whipping from her long sleeves, pulls out the Wand of Magic Missile. And at 4th level, we'll fire off 7 blasts.
Ooh. Are we ruling it 1 roll times 7 or
I will leave that to you. I can roll 6 more if you like.
if you're using D&D Beyond, it might be simpler to 1 roll times 7. So 3 times 7, 21?
Yep.
How do you do this, Edie?
Yeah, just almost like target practice as it flies in the air. Eni will just whip it out and just like with a deft little motion will just like almost paint stroke these blast and fire them off. As it just collides with its flying form, bringing it back tumbling to the ground.
Yeah, it
Almost like what is it called? Like shooting.
yeah, it tumbles down. You take it out and the momentum carries it, falls out of the sky and just tumbles. And combat is done. Well, except Jared, I need another
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
How many should I make?
Just one.
Okay. Oh, please be good. 22.
There we go.
Thank you.
22.
Okay.
You
Oh.
shake off whatever effect this is.
You
Damn
still with us,
thing.
meathead?
For now. Oh, I
Can't believe
hate-
it. The turkey got a hit on ya.
Me neither. 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 Neither.
Is that the only one, or do we have any more?
None that I can see, but let's move on before any others do have a chance to appear.
Before we move on, I'd like to harvest some of it.
Very well.
I think that's good enough. Might be able to get some usable parts from it, or something valuable from it.
Exactly.
All right. Nature, Arcana, or History.
Wouldn't be a survival check to break it down?
First, it's checking to see if you know what parts to take, and what's, especially on this, to avoid.
Well, it's a +2 to all of them, so she'll go with nature.
All right.
All right.
22.
There we
22.
go. Nice.
Or 21, not 22. My mistake.
Yeah.
Overall.
You need to be careful around the mouth because the cockatrice's breath is what can petrify. They have a nasty poison that can be very useful to harvest. Otherwise, most of the meat is probably inedible, but like the wings could be good. Leather for decoration or stuff. As mentioned, the poison. So yeah.
She will break it down for the bits that she knows would actually be useful.
All right. Survival check.
'23.
23.
Hi.
Yeah, the wings are easy enough, and you're able to extract the venom sacs without problem. Along the way, you will be able to make cockatrice venom with them on the road.
Nice.
Or cockatrice, like, poison that you can use on your weapons.
Don't know how good it would be as a contact poison, but at least talking for Mina, because hitting someone with a big Unga Bunga hammer isn't necessarily going to open a wound.
The blunt force can't open wounds.
Well, yes, but isn't necessarily going to be like
Yeah.
a dagger going in and
Yeah.
injecting it is more what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
If only we had someone who primarily used axes.
Or
No,
sword.
no, I-
Or, you know, a large sword.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's not useful. I was just Mina's perspective.
Hmm.
Mhm.
All right. Back to the travel. Travel pace.
Probably normal again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone doing any venture actions?
I'll make one more potion because then I'll be at 4 and then everyone will have one. So.
All right. Dexterity check.
15.
15 does it. You have a 4th potion.
Yeah. So everyone has one standard potion of healing now.
Gotcha.
Yep. Jared didn't care about running into things. Now he cares. He's gonna see if he can gather any information.
All right. Charisma check.
Alright. Come on! Jared, you have a +5. You should be charismatic. You might not be kind, but you should at least have a force of personality. Why are you rolling so low?
Because he's spooking people.
Yeah.
He's
Alright.
too edgy. He's too edgy for them.
Anyone else gonna do anything?
No, I think Mina's going to save working with the cockatrice venom for a controlled environment.
All right. 4. No complications. You may roll the venture die.
I'll roll it this time. D6.
Also,
2.
should we be on the map, the world map?
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
No worries.
I always forget that. Because Roll20 is annoying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 2. As you're traveling along, you eventually come across and this one is up to chance if he comes to fight or not, because you see as you're coming over a small hill a very big, kind of flat shape, back kind of looking like a crocodile, but a bit tougher, tail ending in a big club, broad head eating the grass. As you see, an Ankylosaurus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, a freaking dinosaur. All right.
Yeah.
I imagine for Jacob and Eni, you haven't seen them,
Jared.
but for Jared. But for Mina and Ember, dinosaurs pretty common. They're not super common, but they are here in the
He's
in the
Just chilling and
territories.
eating the grass. I'm gonna try to draw it.
Eni just tilts around. I've seen a reptile like that before. Huh.
They're not the most common, but generally if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone.
Alright.
You can see that Jared very much wants to not leave this thing alone, but he's going to anyway.
I want to fight it. The power.
Yeah, it's just munching on the grass and the bushes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jared is curbing his experience grind tendencies.
Let's
I don't
just
like violence, but the parasites want the violence.
let's just see how that fight would go real quick, just for fun, since it seems like you guys are fighting it. 16,
No.
and then
Oh.
uh,
4d6 plus
Ah.
4. Ooh. That's a later thing. Very
Yeah,
much
that's,
a later
okay.
thing.
well, that's
That
only
is
one.
poking the bull to get the horns.
Yeah, 15 AC, and on top of that from 4d6 plus 4. Luckily, that's its only attack per turn, but you also have to make a DC 14 strength save or be knocked prone.
think that might be a bit much for us down on resources, for one.
Alright, so you all peacefully let the Ankylosaur go about its business?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, Edie
Mhm.
doesn't see. It's like, it's too much worth. It's too much trouble. For
Yeah,
what it can
not
be
right
worth.
now. Maybe one day.
And
not
Ember's
right
just
now.
marveling at it, thinking it's really cool.
Mina will salute it with her weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Jared just
And-
stares at it.
Ember's also gonna be like, no, Ginger, leave it alone, leave it alone. I don't know that it wants to say hi, okay?
He's like my
I
dog.
know.
Just wants to say hi to everything.
Everything is friend.
Yes.
If not friend, why friend shaped?
That is very much Clyde's attitude.
Alright. Next set of venturing. Normal pace still, I presume.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Anyone taking venture actions?
I'll do a navigate this time.
Alright. Wisdom check.
Oh, that's a natural 3, which I believe gives. Yeah, that's a 5. That's not gonna do anything.
Alright.
Ugh.
I don't know, man. Just a lot of trees.
Anyone else?
Edie will gather information.
Alright. Charisma.
Jared will assist.
At advantage. 18.
Nice.
So if it comes up complication, it does not.
You gotta have a nice, friendly smile. You got it? She says over to Jared.
And then I just imagine
And
him
about-
doing one of those absolutely terrifying rictus grins.
he tries, and that's exactly
no,
what
I'm-
happens.
I mean, he knows that he needs to use a friendly smile, but he's fucking with Eni.
More gentle.
This is exactly what I meant. This is what I meant about Eni being friendly evil and Jared is grumpy evil. Like right here.
Alright. Venture forth. The D6.
Who hasn't rolled it yet?
Yeah. Rolled it
I guess
last
I
time.
haven't yet. 1.
1. Alright.
This area is just really confusing because I couldn't even navigate it.
Yeah. Along the way, traveling on the
I wanted the
road,
map upside down.
you eventually hear the kind of sound of like plate armor, which is weird. It would be like, just walking around in plate armor. And approaching you is a very tall person. Okay, her getting closer, definitely a feminine shape under that armor, definitely accentuated a bit. Not like, ooh, it's sexy armor, and just like, okay, this person wants you to know that it's a woman wearing this armor. Except no helmet because of the snake hair. As she's walking through, carrying a great sword on her shoulder, you meet a Gorgon. Oh, hello, you all.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello, fellow traveler.
How are you?
I find myself unable to complain at the moment.
Fairly alright.
That is very good to hear. Making your way to the capital, huh?
Indeed.
Indeed.
Just make sure that you keep yourself safe. She seems to look off in one direction knowingly,
And why did you say
Can
that?
I insight check?
Yeah, you can.
I would very much like to.
Yep.
All right.
There you go.
So, 17.
317s. I would say, Edie, you don't pick up on this. The rest, she knows that someone is there, but it also doesn't seem to be like a, oh, you need, like, that person is the reason you need to be on guard. It's just like, someone she knows is there.
Anything in particular we should know about?
If you knew... well... Can't hurt to say this much, especially since you know it. The continent is going a certain way. You've already seen actors from the kingdoms. They are not the only ones.
I see.
I'm just hoping that it's not the Golden Tyrant.
Oh, the Tyrant is a known factor to you all. I'm speaking of the Mortal Kingdoms and the Jotun Empire. Be wary. For them and forces outside of them.
We will do our utmost to be prepared.
And if you
Thank you for the heads
hear...
up.
And if you hear the sound of whirring metal, be careful. Do not underestimate that foe.
That is always a sound one should be careful of, regardless of context.
True enough. I hope the rest of your travels go well. And she gives you a bow of respect.
Mina will reciprocate, and you as well.
Yeah. Eni will give a bow as well. Oh, and just a fair warning if you're heading westward. There was a Hylosaurus. Is that what it was? As well as a cockatrice nest.
I see. Thank you for the warning.
Of course. Thought it would only be kindly to provide the same warning.
Nods. Alright.
Have safe travels.
You as well.
Farewell.
Alright. As we pull back into
Yeah.
traveling. Unless people are able to gather information.
Also,
I'll try this time. One more time.
Can I say something real quick?
Also-
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Just after that interaction, Ember has gotten visibly like more tense about their destination now. So since that was clearly very foreboding for him.
I think Mina would like to try the navigation action.
Do you have proficiency in cartography tools?
No. Oh, right. I forgot about that because
Oh, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking survival and wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I can do the navigation again. So
Alright, wisdom check for Ember, and charisma check for
no,
Jared.
another 3. What?
No!
Okay, so Zaldin, you're not the only one with cursed rolls. It's okay.
13 is
Barely.
a success.
Thank you. Please re-roll that complication die.
No
There we go.
complication.
Mhm.
Finally. And I'll roll D6. Please. 4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You all have entered the forest. While you're here, I'm gonna roll a luck check.
Do we want high or low?
We'll say you want high. 15.
15.
You all
Nice.
hear a sound. And it's just far enough away that when you get closer to it, you see the 6 giant toads focusing on something else for the moment. How do you approach
I-
this roadblock?
Can I make a perception check to see what they're focusing on?
Yeah.
All right. 19?
19. They're focusing on other prey right now. One of them tries to get at a deer. They're just slightly distracted by prey, but I would say it is easy to guess that if you were to be in their focus, that you would be the prey that they're going after.
I think Ember is gonna go over to both Ini and Mina and say it's like, hey, do either of you know any cantrips that make sounds?
Yes.
So maybe we can distract them so they get out of our way.
I do have thaumaturgy.
Okay. Do you have anything, Ini?
Not really.
Okay. No prestidigitation or minor illusion or
She'll shake her head and then
okay.
Like, looking at her
Right.
back. Not.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
yeah, just shake her
I
head.
think, yeah. Also, since the toads are going after prey, Ember's gonna be extra protective of the backpack with his doggo in it.
It is now a front pack temporarily.
Yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, Mina will cast thaumaturgy, and will make an incredibly loud sound off to the side, so away from them, the opposite direction, the opposite direction of where we're going, to try and just spook them.
All
or
right.
get their attention to go a different way.
I would say that would be a persuasion or intimidation check, but since you're doing it through thaumaturgy, you can use wisdom instead of charisma.
I will use wisdom instead of charisma because that's bad, so it's just a straight wisdom check, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, the toads get distracted by the noise and go after it thinking that's easy prey.
Alright. Let's move.
Yes.
Mhm.
Good work.
Alright.
And at the end of the current travel day, Jared will actually brain words. Where's the train of thought going? There it is. Jared will approach Eni and say, "May I speak with you about something?"
Yeah. What's up?
And he would kind of like gesture with just tilting his head as a follow me kind of gesture to be away from the rest of the group for momentarily, and he'll walk off a bit.
All right. And she'll kind of just rock herself up onto her feet and then just walk over.
And
Alright.
when
that
they're
now that we're
Go
in
ahead, go ahead.
privacy, what's on your mind?
curiosity, mostly, if you'd
Okay.
be willing to share.
Depends. Of course, you know what they say. Curiosity did kill the cat. Possibly the other way around as well.
But they also say that satisfaction revived it. A lesser known part of the saying.
Sure. Eni just sighs. Alright. Fine.
If you do not wish to answer, that is acceptable. But I must ask. What did that dragon mean when it called you by a different name?
Just another alias I have. That's all.
I need that one meme image from Critical Role. Insight check!
Yep. As such, let me roll something else privately.
Yeah, Eni, secretly roll persuasion or deception. Don't say which.
You got it.
Decent, 15.
All right. Give me just a second.
As a system that Mercer came up with for inter-party roles, and honestly, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just DM it to you.
All right. Yeah, Eni seems to be telling the truth.
Anything else?
That was the biggest thing that was on my mind. He seemed displeased when it was mentioned, so I wanted to ensure that nothing was upsetting, nothing was wrong.
It's nothing major. Just don't want them using my other alias. The more aliases other people know and can connect to this face and this other name of mine, the more that mystery kind of dissipates.
Mystery. He seems slightly disappointed, but that's probably not because he knows that, or not knows, but like it's less of Edie can tell that it's less disappointment from he believes and that and let's try that sentence again. Eni can tell that he seems disappointed because he believes and what she is currently saying about it being an alias, and is like, thought there'd be more to it than that.
That's sometimes the problem with curiosity. Sometimes when something seems super mysterious, you can kind of have just a humdrum answer.
He shrugs. True enough. True enough.
All right. We should be a few days away from the city now. Why don't we go rest up?
Of course.
Yeah.
Sorry
Yeah,
for
don't-
taking your time
Yeah.
unnecessarily.
It's fine. Just make sure you save some of those brain cells, okay, meathead?
Mm.
Again, also, since we're pretty close to getting there at some point, maybe during the next travel bit, Ember is gonna want to talk with the whole group about something.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Are we doing it now?
Yeah, whenever.
Yeah, I thought.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
okay, I thought we were
Alright,
doing that
I
right
thought we were
now.
gonna do some rolls. Okay. Brain lag. Sorry about that.
All
Yeah.
good.
You good.
So, at some point he is going to sit everyone down. And it's like, okay, I think I should provide some context. So, long story short, this is where I'm from. This is where I grew up, and it's been a while since I've been back. No, because I can't promise that I'm going to be the best guide around the city, because since I've been there, I
that.
had
Oh, sorry.
I had an accident a while back that resulted in me losing a lot of my memory. Most of it. In fact, it's kind of like walking through a ruin where you know the general shape of thing, and there are bits and pieces, some details, but you wouldn't walk through it and say it was its original building and all that. And that's also why I wasn't exactly happy to hear my original name used, because that's
Who you were, not who you are.
whether or not I am the same person is a very existential question that I do not have a good answer to. And that's also why I've been putting off seeing my family, because I don't know how they would react. So, but I can't put that off forever, especially since, as far as I can tell, the memory's not going to come back. I mean, I have a friend who's a healer, and she, bless her, she tried so many things, but and
Is this
the other, yes,
is this something you would, if you had a guaranteed opportunity to recall these memories? Is this something you would want to learn about yourself?
I mean, yes, but well, Herpend in part because I was messing around with powers that I shouldn't have messed around with, so only if I knew it was actually safe and there wouldn't be any negative effects.
Of course.
The other thing is, you'll need to promise that we all need to stick by each other. Okay? And
Right.
I know we all travel around, but no one goes around the city by themselves, okay? And if
Anything
anyone wants
further?
to insight check that, they can.
With that
Yeah.
pause, Ginger is like really coming up close to Ember and trying to give him snuggles.
Yeah. Also,
Hey,
if anyone wants
23.
to-
Nice.
Okay.
14.
Okay, so with the 23, here's Ember's social security number. Okay,
3 digits on the back
I
of
guess
the card.
could we also we make this a general insight check for the conversation for just what he just said?
Yeah.
Okay, so no, I'm trying to remember everything I just said. Oh god, what did I just say? Rewind the stream.
Promise
You-
that we'll stick together. Don't go off on your own.
Yeah, so it's not hard to put two and two together that also probably had something to do with whatever wound up happening to him. Like, it's pretty clear that it's like, oh, you were by yourself and something real bad happened. And also, Jared, with the 23 and with the conversation they had last session, it's pretty clear that the messed around with things and losing my memories, that is giving a lot of the context for why he is so wary about the fact that he suddenly has magic abilities. And you can probably also glean that there could be an anxiety of, like, if those two things are related and if his new powers are a consequence of that. So yeah. That all good? That'll work for the insight check?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. And then the other thing is, I was gonna say, so I know I should look for my family. I don't remember exactly where our home was, but I know some places where to look. Is there anyone who'd be willing to go with me to do that?
Sure.
Alright,
You said yourself that we should stick together.
thank you.
Sounds like I'm coming along anyways.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to,
Yeah.
I'd be fine sticking with you.
I think at the very least, if we're in pairs, then
It'd be better to have a guide to the city, especially if someone's familiar with the place.
well, like I said, vaguely at this point.
It's better than nothing at all.
Yeah. I was also gonna say, also, the Mir and Elion Camus. Those are my mother and father. Those are, they're who we're looking for.
Could I get spelling checks for those?
Yes, I will post them.
Thank you very much.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
No, it's lagging. Okay. But yeah, so this is gonna be like, okay. Guess we're good then. And actually, if anyone's so Jaredini, I'm guessing you're going to go to libraries. Or when we get there.
Depends.
Mhm.
I know
Right.
that I would
I-
like to, because I would like to try and unlock the secrets of this. See if anybody
Well-
has any information on it.
Yeah, if nothing else, we might be able to find information on some other items like that.
Yeah, I have something I would like to look into.
As do
Right.
I. Although I doubt there will be a thing. There's always a chance.
Well, student libraries tend to have a lot of resources.
Mm.
All right, so I think that's a good place to end the scene.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know the drill. Anyone taking venture actions?
I'll take a navigate one. I'll pick a better die.
I will attempt another information gathering.
All right.
Oh, thank God, I got a 14.
Oof.
All right.
Alright. Singular or assisted roll?
I think I'm gonna be evil and let you do it on your own now.
Fair? Fair? Fair?
Oh no, the Shady Pair is having a fight. No!
No,
Well,
just less fight and more just Edie, just
Just
seeing
sibling
how
energy.
just seeing how Jared does it.
Hey,
And apparently he
Troy-
does very well. Smiling seems to work.
See, that was the trick
See?
all along.
You gotta be gentle with the smile.
Let's
Too harsh.
see. Yeah, sorry. Let's see what complication you barely missed for the fun of it.
Another cockatrice.
Yeah,
I
you
won cockatrice, yes.
you got very close to having to pay another toll.
All these tall people. So kind of huffs.
Oh wait, actually, it's I did the navigate, so I saw there was a toll head, and I'm like, we're going around them.
Yeah.
Let's
Alright.
do so.
And now venture die. You get to roll it at advantage, technically.
Alright.
Should I do it since I navigated?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Alright. 6!
Mm.
Nice.
Sorry.
Love that I've turned this barbarian into a support character.
You all make it to Teakta. As you approach the city, it's walled off, wooden walls, and they're also quite short for what cities here in the territories usually have. Ember, roll me a history check. Because you might know this, but you might have also forgotten it.
That's anytime Ember rolls a history check, is you might know this. So I believe I have a 0 with history, so I think that's a straight 14. Oh, actually I have +1 with history, never mind, that's a 15.
15. Okay. You remember your history classes and that, yeah, these walls are not going to keep a dragon out. They're mostly symbolic at this point, representing the city's independence. After all, this is one of 3 independent places in the territories. And as you approach, there are guards at the gate who simply nod and let you in.
Mhm.
The buildings are all rather simply made. Wooden building, thatch roofs. But it is pretty clean, and you see many elves, a few lizard folk and Mander and Drakenblood going about their business, but mostly elves.
Mhm.
And what do you all do?
I think we should probably find a place to stay, and that will be a place to meet back up if we end up splitting up.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
Oh, do we try and find Ember's parents now?
Speaking of, Miranda, I am going to
Yep.
need 2 D100 rolls.
Okay, so two separate.
Natural 100 and natural 1, right back to back. Let's
Must be
go.
balanced.
All right, first one, 74.
Okay.
Nice.
Second one, 19.
19. All right.
Those are two pretty drastic ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those results will come up later.
Okay.
I hate that, but I love it.
So you all
Oh man.
try to find a place to stay. I would say, are you looking for just any place will do, or are you looking for like pretty decent quality place? Do you have a budget in mind, or are you just like first place that we can get rooms at, we're doing that one?
I think Ember is going to suggest avoiding some of the more budget places. I don't want to be
Yeah.
rude and say like
Of,
rundown places.
avoid the motels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The motels with the suspicious stains on the pillows.
Hmm.
Yeah, Mina would like
and
wouldn't complain
he's also
regardless.
going to because this was his idea. Ember is going to pay for everyone's rooms, so
if you're sure.
How generous of you. Thank you.
Jared just nods.
All right. I would say persuasion or like investigation check just to find a decent place. And I will
Um,
also
someone
roll.
who has more than 8 charisma do that.
I can do the persuasion if people would like.
That
I'm-
D20 is just a luck check.
Okay. I have a
Okay.
+5. And I'm
As
guessing
do
you have
I.
+5. Okay.
The
You two work together?
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Separately or individually, which would you prefer? Or separately or individually? You know what I mean.
We can work together. Yeah, Eni will provide you advantage.
All right. 19 for 24.
Yeah.
24. You are actually able to find a hospitaller. And Ember, like as you're talking to this person, it kind of comes back to you. Hospitality can be a big thing in Elvish culture. More and more inns have popped up throughout history as like some travelers have come up, but there's also more inns than you remember. But you're lucky to find a hospitaller, as they will provide for you. Let me just double check other notes I have.
Mhm.
But yeah, like they will usually provide hospitality, bedding, food, and all that. Yeah.
So I just like say it's like, hey, I'm gonna foot the bill for my group.
Oh, no bill. It is my pleasure to provide for visitors such as yourself.
Thank you.
No issue at all. Um, I'll get more details into how it works now. Basically for now, don't worry about Bill.
Okay.
All right.
Silly me, I thought I'd have to pay for things.
Luckily, you found a Brugu, a host.
Alright.
Right then, with a place to stay secure, shall we
Oh.
advance on?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's.
And where exactly will that be? I'm just cautiously eyeing Ember.
Yeah. I think let's go to the library first. Because there is a magic school here and they do have a pretty extensive library. Might be able to convince them to give us some time there.
Shouldn't be too hard if it is a place of learning, and we are coming to learn.
All right, lead the way.
Right, yeah. It's easy enough to find the school. It's a pretty big building. Is it- can- my brain just decided not to words there. Sorry.
Fine.
It
We
is
all do that. We've done that multiple times today.
Yeah. It is a kind of full-on facility. For those who've played Fire Emblem Three Houses, like sort of like Garreg but also much smaller. Not much smaller, but just like a smaller structure, an overall foot plan, or takes up less space. But yeah, you're able to find the library easy enough, and as you come in, a male elf greets you. Hello, everyone. And does a double take upon seeing Ember. How can I help you all today?
How old is this elf?
This
Serious?
elf is looks kind of in trying to think of equivalents. It looks starting to be on the cusp of middle age, so being an elf yourself, Ember and Mina, like about 100 years old.
Okay. Okay, so getting into like the 100 plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say like 100 to 150.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think go say, yes, we have some things we'd like to look into. If you would be gracious enough to let us use your facility, your resources.
Is it 12 enough for this person to recognize Ember? Of insight check.
I think it's definitely enough to be. It's like, this person looks a lot like this other person. So
Seeing
Yeah, he's definitely giving those looks of
yeah,
Huh.
I don't
would-
know if it's necessarily like to the full putting two and two together of, oh, this is the same person, but like this is definitely, you definitely do resemble this other person quite a lot.
Would Ember appear uncomfortable from from those like the gears turning in the other guy's head?
Yeah, there's definitely a bit of a like, oh god, am I gonna have to have this conversation now?
Then Jared would interrupt the train of thought as it starts to get going, and would you be so kind as to lead us into the library? We
Oh yes, of
like
course.
to do some research.
Of course. What topics would you like to research about?
A wide smattering of things. If you could just, if you'd be so kind as to give directions to where different sections are, and we could try finding things on our own.
Of course. Montage over like you describing what topics you're looking into and him giving suggestions. What topics are each of you looking into?
Okay, Nina first.
Mina would be looking into horde weapons like the one that she has and how to power it up.
All right.
He highly doubts that he would find anything. However, he's going to try and find anything that could be related to his holy symbol, things that look similar to it, and just things on that. Like that general topic and idea of discussion.
All right. Is
And
Eni
Ember's-
looking? Oh, sorry.
Eni first.
All right. Eni will primarily be looking into probably I guess legends and myths, seeing if there's any like particular items that might catch her interest and have kind of a similar notion, similar energy about them, like as in Mina's hammer.
All right. And Ember.
So Ember, he has a broken former magic item on him that he wants to identify. It's the thing we talked about, Samuel.
Yeah.
And he would also like to investigate magic surges that have happened in the area in the past century or so.
All right. I would say you don't need to roll for looking at the magic item. We'll kind of lump that into Mina and the check with Mina and Eni looking into magic items.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I can like, if you want, I can like give that to him. So Ember just hands you guys this like twisted. It looks like it was a cube at some point, but it is very mangled and has a lot of jagged edges and is only like maybe 70% of a cube. Like there are definitely some bits missing. So that's why I give you gives you guys to look into. If we're lumping that into one check.
Yeah. So it would be investigation checks. With Mina and Ini, you can either roll them individually or one person can help the other.
What is Mina's investigation?
+2.
+2 here as well.
I think.
You could have prepared
advantage.
enhanceability or anything.
I do actually have enhanceability. Unfortunately, I cannot cast it because I am out of 2nd level spell slots.
Ah. Alright.
Would I be able to use guidance on this?
Yes, you can.
In that case, Ini will help out Mina.
All right.
All right.
Investigation with advantage plus guidance.
Woo!
Not great. That was a
Oof.
4 and a 1, so that's a 6 plus 1, so a 7. Not
Oy.
really good rolls.
Yeah,
Oh no.
you see a lot of different magic items, but you're not finding anything connected to any of what you're looking at. You're just not finding anything connected. Jared,
Mm-hmm.
investigation check for you as well.
This is gonna be great. Nope.
9. You're looking through a lot of documentation on different deities and lesser idols, and you're not coming up with anything similar to your holy symbol.
Just quietly mutters, "Damn it," under his breath.
And Ember.
Okay, so this is also investigation for history of magic surges and see if I can find the specific one I'm looking for.
All right.
Alright. It's an 18.
18.
North.
There are surges every now and then, and some have very obvious sources. You know, some are, and this is a census going back a while. Some have their origin in a dragon being defeated. Others, random events. Some extraplanar incursions. But one catches your attention. Because you know that date all too well. That date's 100 years ago. In the city. And
Does
I
it
think
say any?
there are notes about the investigation, the lost I forget what you left behind, but yeah, those notes and
They would have found a spell book.
yeah, the spell book connected to a student of this university of the investigation into the disappearance. You find that information. And you find that this record has been taken out a few times, quite a few times, every few years. But if you look through the log, then the frequency gets shorter and shorter the farther back you look, and all taken out by the same person. I still have not come up with her name.
But I'm guessing I recognize the last name, right?
Yes, the same as your own. But the first name is not one you'd recognize. I think that's a good spot to end for tonight. How's everyone feeling?
The dice had
I'm
moments
alright.
of really liking us and really wanting us to
Mhm.
go the hell away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it really makes sense though that Ember made it just to find the information that he was looking for while we kind
Yeah.
of struggled.
Honestly, the DC for Jared's check was 25.
Oh.
Which I literally couldn't make.
Yeah,
Oh.
it is
Unless it was a nat
hard.
20.
It is going
Not
to
even
be.
a nat 20.
It is going to be very
Unless that's
hard
20.
to find any information on your stuff for a reason.
Yeah.
And you know that reason.
Yeah.
Zaldin as a player is fully accepts the reason.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I like
Mhm.
Jared thinks, maybe there's a chance. I think, yeah, no, unless there is like a very, very, very small chance of something being a hint. But other than that,
Yeah. How did everyone feel about the travel mechanics now that the like we've zoomed out the map? Is this too much?
I like
Should I shrink it down a bit for next time, or is this a good
Yeah,
size?
I was pretty good with
I
that.
thought it was fun.
I just
Yeah.
couldn't see where anything was at all.
Yeah.
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 Thanks, Roll20.
Thanks, Roll20.
I hate Roll20, but it's free.
Yeah. Yeah. If only Foundry was not as expensive.
Yeah. But yeah. Thank you, everyone, for showing up and watching the session. Thank you, players. Couldn't do this game without you. I hope you guys had fun.
Thank you for running.
Thank you.
All right.
See ya, chat.
Bye.
Bye.